What's up everybody, it's Big Bryan here from SLC Audio, and today we're going to cover a pedal called the Precision Drive. Alright, so Precision Drive. Let's talk about this thing. Many of you may know that there's a guitar player that's a really good guitar player out there named Misha Mansour. Came up with this pedal idea along with a lot of the community out there, and it's supposed to be like the overdrive to end the metal debate over overdrives. Brand new circuitry, all sorts of fun stuff that goes on with this pedal. So how does it sound? And that's what the first thing that went through my mind is, okay, I know he's running it through a ton of other gear and equipment when I'm hearing the tone, so am I actually hearing what this pedal sounds like? So I'm going to give you an idea of what this pedal sounds like. And in order to do that, we're just going to play really quick, and then I'm going to toggle off the pedal so that you can hear the difference, all right? So I'm going through my clean channel on my amp, and I've got the Precision Drive on. Kill that. I would say there's a significant difference there. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. I'm going to kick this thing back on. Alright, so let me talk about some of the things that I really like about this pedal before we get into what it actually does. Number one, it has a gate. So if you can see in the little video down in the corner, there is a blue light that's on, and if you can't read what it says on the pedal, that's actually the noise gate, which I love the fact that there's a noise gate on there, because I think that's a lot of the problem in a lot of tone, or even with noise gates in general, is that they aren't very effective. So I've got my amp is just sitting here trying to go into feedback, which normally would be happening, and I haven't rolled off the volume. And that's pretty amazing. So that noise gate, it's working very effectively. Now you might hear a couple tinges here and there from the guitar, but nothing like if that noise gate wasn't engaged. So number one thing, I really like that noise gate. Number two, the settings on this. The first setting on there is attack. And attack has a detinted, meaning it clicks to the actual setting. So you can go through the settings, select the attack mode that you want, and that allows your transients to come through, and it makes your sound the way that you want it to. It doesn't dull a lot of your playing style because of the pedal itself. And I've used overdrives in the past that I will get them, play through it a couple times, I can't figure out what's going wrong with my tone, and I actually find out that, oh, it has a compressor built into it and it's compressing too fast, and so I don't have any transient left. There's no attack. So as you can see right here in this pedal, I've got the attack. It's about 2 clicks up from all the way, and then that's just how I've left it. The next knob over is volume, and basically it's to match the input and output on your pedal so that the tone that you're putting in matches what you're coming out in your amp, so you're not getting too loud, especially if you're going through an effects loop. Now for this right now, I'm going straight from the pedal into the amp. Normally I would put it in the effects loop, but this pedal sounds really good driving the amp, so I'm allowing it to do that without coming through my effects loop. The next knob over is bright, and that allows you to fix or change the brightness of your guitar. We're going to hear these all in a minute, but hear me out here. Bright. What is bright? Basically gives you a little bit more presence in there. Brings up the upper mids and makes your tone stand out. That's another thing that I have a problem with on a lot of older overdrives, is I feel like they're too pushed in certain areas and I don't get the clarity out of the pedal that I want. The last knob on the pedal is drive, and drive gives me the opportunity to drive it. It's like kind of like gain normally, and allows me to push how this sounds. Now you'll notice my settings, I don't even have that turned up even halfway. There's a lot more I can get out of this drive and still get plenty of headroom without having the awful distortion sounds. Now you're saying, wait, we're talking about a distortion pedal. I like distortion sounds. I personally don't like how some things sound when they're too clipped. This, I've driven it all the way, and it makes it so that the guitar has a lot of squeal coming out of it, and it's fun to play with, but it actually does a really good job at keeping these things clean. All right, now let's go back and listen to what these things do. So let's start with attack. So I'm going to dial back the attack all the way, and we're going to go through these settings. All right, let's adjust it. Again, this is a detinted attack knob, so it clicks into place. You can hear that every time that I make the adjustment on this that I'm getting less and less attack on it. So I'm going to dial that back to right there, and now we're going to go over to volume. Volume is the level in and out of the pedal. So I'm not going to spend too much time on it, we'll just demonstrate. Volume down, no sound. Just going to put it to where it was. All right. The next one is bright, and this one's going to make a big difference in the tone. So I'm going to turn it all the way down, and when I do this, we're going to lose a lot of the upper end, mid-range, and top end. Here you go. All right, now I'm going to take it to halfway. And then all the way. I have to back this down because it's so bright that it's clipping my preamp, so I'm going to back off the volume on the guitar and see what we got. All right, that's really bright. That is a ton of mids, and it pushes it really hard. Now the cool thing about this knob is you can get a lot of tone with one knob, meaning you can layer a lot of guitars in there very easily. I'm going to dial this back now, about right there, and then we're going to go ahead and do the last knob here, which is the drive. Bring my guitar back up. And now I'm going to go ahead and drive it really hard. About 50%. And let's take it all the way up. Still plenty of headroom, sounds great, and then I can adjust all my parameters around that. If I wanted to, I could go brighter, change my attack a little bit. Cool. Sounds great, does what it's supposed to. I'm going to back this off. Set these here, and now we're going to enter the danger zone. I'm going to switch to my high gain on my amplifier and take a listen to what we got. I got a ton of gain going through this. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off real quick and then roll it back on so you can hear the amp. And then engage that one more time. And that's only with the drive less than halfway. So if you're looking to get some really killer heavy tones out of this, you're gonna get it. This is a really neat pedal. I really love the noise gate in it. We haven't even gone through the noise gate, but it is a very intelligent noise gate. It's one knob. You can figure it out, dial it in to what you want, and you can see that when it's engaged, it's blue. I can make a quick adjustment on it. And that's what I would be getting if I didn't have the noise gate in. I'm going to kick the noise gate all the way back on. Very intelligent design, works great, and it makes this pedal in and of itself worth the purchase. I want to say thanks to Bam Bam Bigelow for helping me get this put together. I'm Big Bryan from SLC Audio. Make sure you guys subscribe. We got more great videos coming your way, so stay tuned and we'll see you next time.